Hello, my name is Aubrey Riddle, and today I'd like to speak on the awareness of mental health. As of recent years, there has been more attention put on mental health, but some people still choose to ignore it. And it's really a horrible thing. And according to the article, If Health is Wealth, Why Do So Many People Ignore Mental Health? There are more and more people, especially in older generations, who undermine the meaning and what it truly means to have a mental disorder. And so today I'd like to present mental health is not something that we can simply ignore. It affects many people, and not just the person who has it, but others' lives as well. So within researching my topic, I have found many articles and many pieces of evidence to point to my topic of mental health needs to be taken more seriously by more people. Allow me to list some of the biggest mental disorders and how many people are affected by them. So, many people actually believe that there are not many kinds of mental disorders, which was very surprising to me because there are a lot, including anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, PTSD or post-traumatic stress disorder, schizophrenia, eating disorders, disruptive behavior and social disorders, and developmental disorders, and many more, and it affects 1 in 7 people worldwide. That's a lot of people considering that there are 8 billion people. It affects about more than a billion people worldwide, and it's something that needs to be taken very seriously. Mental health is not an easy thing either. It causes physical strain, and it is something that takes years to break out of. Some people think that it might only take a couple months, but people who truly understand know that it can take years to even admit that one needs help. And so it also doesn't stay inside the brain. According to Caldwell Health Memorial, in its article, If Health is Wealth, Why Do So Many People Ignore Mental Health? It states, conditions like anxiety and depression have been linked to an increased risk for developing chronic diseases like heart disease and diabetes. Mental health is something that can take many different forms, and it's truly scary when you realize how much potential it has to cause chaos and struggle in your life. If we can defeat this cause at the root, then more people will be saved from the horrible dilemma that it is. And even though there are some people who do not recognize mental health as a big problem, there have been people who truly care about it, who have been affected by it, who understand that we need to solve this problem, and they have offered solutions. So one of them is self-care, and it is seen as one of the most effective ways to relieve mental stress. I actually do deal with mental disorders myself. I have anxiety, and so today I'd like to show you, this is my favorite mug. I will make tea or a hot beverage within it whenever I'm feeling stressed or really overwhelmed from something. That in itself is a form of self-care. It means that I'm realizing that something is wrong and I'm choosing to take care of myself. And there are many people and many websites and articles and blogs about doing things to take care of yourself. In the National Institute of Mental Health, it states in its article, Caring for Your Mental Health, self-care means taking the time to do things to help you live well and improve both your physical health and mental health. This can help you manage stress, lower your risk of illness, and increase your energy. all of these things come from simply taking care of yourself, and I believe that it is truly amazing. But sometimes self-care is too difficult. Sometimes we need to reach out to others and get their help. And so I would encourage that if you cannot take care of yourself, if you're not in that position, to reach out to support systems near you. And support systems can be found anywhere, including professional help or familial support or from your friends. Websites like BetterHelp and Shepherd Pratt offer wonderful conveniences to professional help like therapy and getting medicine. Medicine is a great way to help go through daily life, and it is something that most people find very useful in their life. And so there are many different options. If you're not comfortable with that, therapy is also a wonderful option. It can help you relieve most of the stress in that body. So whether you know someone who has mental health or you yourself struggles with it, it is a matter to be taken seriously. Mental health can take many different forms, and it affects not only many people, but it might affect them physically. It also takes years upon years to fix, but luckily there have been people who care enough to offer help and advice in troubling times. So no matter if you do or do not struggle with it, please take consideration for those who do, and try to pay attention to those around you. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.